Shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, as always, I want to start off, of course, giving infinite praise, honor, and glory, and worship to our power. Hey, first and foremost, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors again to our apostles, our elders, a great millstone, who will teach you on sound doctrine, strong shalom, to the hopeful elect, and the rest of the large multitude, men and children. The Lord will have mercy on these last days. All right, it's your brother HAQADASH, Representative GMS branch here in Cleveland. All right, Lord willing, to bring out a edifying lesson, man, through the spirit and power of YAHWASHI. All right, the title of this lesson is Breaking News, man, breaking news. All right, we're one step closer, all right, to Esau's wrath through the spirit and power of YAHWASHI coming down upon the whole entire world. Because the Most High, this is the Most High's movie. The Most High said in Revelations 3 that, matter of fact, we can get it, but before we get it, we just rolling through the spirit. But I got a few articles, okay? Well, one article, okay, and a video, a clip going into the breaking news, okay? And the breaking news, okay, is, matter of fact, let me get a preset, okay? This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. That Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, so when you go into that word device, it is a na'ama, right, which is, it says a mental perception of thought. It says an evil purpose, that which thinks the mind, thought, or process. The intellect, right, strong definition, device, mind, thought. So we're not ignorant of Satan's thoughts, okay? We're not ignorant of his plots and schemes, okay? You go into the root, it says, which is
G 3539. Na'eo.
It says to perceive with the mind, to understand, to have understanding, right? So we're not ignorant of his purpose, his evil purpose, because he was created to be the wicked. We're not evil. We're not ignorant of his thoughts. Okay, it's like you. His thoughts, his mind is to destroy the Edomite man. I mean, the Edomite man's job is to and his desire is to destroy the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, Native and Seminole enemies, man. That's his motive. That's his job, man. Okay, but we're not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant of his thoughts, his schemes. When you read it in the NLT, 2 Corinthians 2:11, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. So we're familiar with his popular plots and persuasions, man. Okay, that he's trying to, accuse us, or set the trap and then accuse us of falling in the trap. We're not ignorant of these devices, man. Okay, so without further ado, just wanted this to be a quick hit. It says, G20 leaders agree to global Maximus passport system. Where will it end? Right, you see, it says the leaders of the world's largest economies at the G20 meeting held in Bali, Indonesia, this week did much more than discuss current economic trouble. It says they also drafted and signed a declaration. So they already pulled it out. They pulled it out and they signed it. They're not talking about it no more. They actually signed it and put it into motion. Okay? Sleepy Joe is trying to accomplish by December 13th. Okay? It says, in which the 20 countries agreed to adopt the Maximus passports with the purported goal to promote global travel and tourism. Okay? Alright, so let's do it like this. Man, didn't start yawning until the video came on. You know how I go. All right. So going on, let's jump down. All right. So it says the Bali Declaration included a section on facilitating seamless international travel. The impact will be vast because the G20 countries comprise more than 66% of the world's population. Now it says, I'm gonna read the quotations. No, matter of fact, let me read that paragraph. It says the agreement called for shared technical standards and verification methods. See, and that's what the tiny technology is going to be used for, as well as many other things. Okay, healthcare. All right, passports. All right, entrance and exits. Okay, locks and unlocking. Okay, payment. You know, that's what it's going to be used for. Okay, all right. It says. Let me just read this paragraph. It says the agreement called for shared technical standards and verification methods. Right, because you can't fake. Right now, people can get around, certain things like, all right, Maximus cards and faking different things, but you're not gonna be able to get around your hand. Like, that's why criminals, when you watch CSI or NCIS, these shows, a real crazy criminal, he'll burn off or he'll etch off the fingerprints, all right, of his fingers, or destroy his dental work or whatever, so that he won't get caught later on. Okay, because he knows that you can still be identified by those various things. So Esau, what he wants to do is he wants to keep control. All right, he don't want to allow you to, get around it. So everything is watched, which is why they have the cameras set up on the street corners and the poles and the hoods and different things of such, so that they can keep watch 24/7 all days of the week. Okay, at every cost. You see, it says including Maximus passports. It also commits to, now this is a quotation, support continue international dialogue and collaboration, digital health networks that should capitalize it's like an existing standard and digital schmobit certificates. Okay, it says in a separate document, the G20 vows to, in quotations, and endeavor to move forward interoperably, okay, of systems, including mechanisms that validate proof, okay, validate proof of Maximus, all right, while respecting the sovereignty of national SHMELF policies and relevant national regulations such as personal data protection and data sharing. See, it has been proposed that this digital SHMELF certificate should adhere to World SHMELF Organization, the WHO, standards. Under the proposal, only if a person has been smacked or tested according to those standards, they will be able to travel internationally. And one thing that the chick said, we could get rid of this. Hold on. One thing the chick said in the clip, okay, one of the clips, which is, all right, this clip here on this page, all right, she was just talking about, like, she was just talking about, like, why would they base it off the travel? She was like, you don't think that this fishy? And she was just going in, man. It was a Jake chick, man. All right, but this is it says here's a clip from the Bali conference. Remember, it was held in Indonesia. Says G20 to adopt magma Austin Powers passports using WHO standards. It says let's have a digital SMELF certificate acknowledged by WHO. Right, and that's the point. They're having a digital SMELF certificate, and it's going to be in your hand. That tiny technology is going to be in the right hand or the forehead or the back of the ear, according to the definition, right, or back of the head. For the conquering, they're trying to conquer the nation by keeping them in sin forever, man, keeping them in subjection to this body forever, man. It says if you have been shmashma or tested properly, then you can move around. And that's the point. All right. To not be able to allow you to roam freely. Because when sheep roam freely, okay, it's, and they're not intended to, okay, you know, you can't control it as you once did. You know what I'm saying? Matt, think about your dog that run away. Our dog used to run away. One of our dogs used to run away all the goddamn time. Hopping that big ass fence. Like, how is he doing this? Hopping on his house and hopping on. Because, you know, so, I forgot the main point, but let me just keep reading. It says, let's have a digital SMELF certificate knowledge by WHO. If you have been shma or tested properly, then you can move around. It says, they're talking about an app. It says, let's jump down to this part. It says, then tracking and tracing apps could monitor the user's movement and their interactions with other people. You see? This nigga's a devil, man. If he's not the devil, then who? The scripture say, where not, who is he? You see him mocking. Where's this nigga at? If this is not the man. It says, then tracking and tracing apps could monitor the user's movement and their interactions with other people. The app will even issue a warning if the user moves outside of the quarantine zone. So they're planning on issuing another shmashmimic, okay, into the atmosphere. Okay? Yeah, con. Alright, and let me... here's another part. I ain't gonna read it all the way through like I did that one, but... says... we didn't vote for these organizations to have so much power over our lives. And that's what the Eve chick was saying. Dominique Samuel, Sean Bailey, and Amy Nickel clash over global leaders backing Mashma parents for future international travel. It says, see. I mean, read the quotation. It says digital SMELF or schmagma passports along with tracking and tracing apps present a serious threat to freedom. Vaccine, Schmashma passports and tracking apps are about collecting data and control. Founder, it says the Schmashma passport is being promoted worldwide to limit a person's ability to leave home, work, shop, dine, travel, attend a public event, or even worship. Ooh, Shmoshma, you know, is being used to advance this dangerous threat to freedom. We must never accept Shmashma passports or tracking apps as the new normal. The implications for freedom are significant, Stiver said. So, Yeah, that wasn't, let me see. So that's what this guy planned on doing. He planned on taking your mind, man, okay? That's the ultimate goal. If he can get your mind, he can get your soul. All right, let me try to play this little clip real quick.
So let's have a digital health certificate acknowledged by WHO. WHO.
All right, let me fast forward it, so it won't say the word.
You have been vaccinated or tested properly, then you can move around. So for the next pandemic, instead of stopping the movement of the people 100%, which clogged the economy globally, you can still provide some movement of the people. Indonesia has achieved, G20 country has agreed to have this digital certificate using WHO standard, and we will submit into the next World Health Assembly in Geneva as the revision to international health regulation. So hopefully for the next pandemic, we can still see some movement of the people, some movement of the goods, and movement of the economy.
Right, so there you have it. Okay, they're planning for next, or the next, smash shlemic. Okay, they're preparing for the next slam shlemic. All right, which I opened up with Corinthians, 2 Corinthians 2:11. All right, which is why I opened up with that, because we're not ignorant of your plots, man, or your plans. The Lord is gonna, like it says in Job, the Lord is gonna disappoint your enterprise. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. All right, it's the book of Job. Let me read this first, Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So he's not going to be able to go past his limit or what he's trying to do, because the Lord already gave you your expiration date, man. It says, Salakia, tripping. Let me go here. This is Job. There's a few in Job, actually. Let me get this first. Since I read that, Job 7:1. Is there not an appointed time to man upon earth? Are not his days also like the days of a hireling? Right, so everybody has an appointed, time to do rule, to do the different things according to the prophecy and according to what the Lord has set up, man. So this devil, he got to go, man, because he think he's going to figure out a way, to allow his system to run forever, man. But that's far from the truth, because we just read it. The Lord has an appointed time unto man, okay? According to each measure and according to each things, according to prophecy, man. We understand that. We see, he don't want to recognize that, and he don't want to give credit to the Most High. So this is Job 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Right. So we went into the word device earlier. All right. In 2 Corinthians 2. Okay, because this is a device, meaning this is a plan. Okay, this is a plan, a purpose, a thought. Okay, which this is bigger, because it says what? G20 leaders agree to global shmashamation passport system. Where will it end? Okay, so they already agreed to this. They signed it. Okay, they signed it, and they you know what I'm saying, they forwarding it, man. They going with the program, man. Okay, which is gonna, again, like I said earlier, gonna lead into Deuteronomy. Not Deuteronomy, shit. What is gonna lead into the Sleepy Joe in December 13th, when he finalize a lot of things in terms of this digital tiny technology, this digital currency, man. Okay, when you go into matter of fact, let me grab this real quick. Since we're in Job, let's get one more. And Job 20. And then we get ready to wrap this thing up. Job 20. Bear with me. All right, let's start at 11. It says, Job 20:11, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Okay, hold up. It says, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat and his bowels is turned, and it is the gall of. He's like, like the death adder, like the scriptures goes into. He speaks poison, he speaks venom. Okay. All right, he speak as a lamb, but like it says in Revelation 13, right? The two he has his two opposing parties, the Republicans and the Democrats, which in the ancient time goes back to what? The plebeians and the patricians. Okay, it's the same systems, same people. Okay, it's just two sides of the wing. It's one bird with the same with two wings, man. Okay, two wings to the same bird, man. Okay, they drink tea and coffee when their live debates are over. Okay, together. It says, matter of fact, let me just jump down, man. Jump down to the point. Job 20 and 23, 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Right, so he's about to fill his belly. He's trying to fill his belly, right? So like the video said, man, he said, let's do it. Let's come up with a way where we don't have to worry about the next limit. Okay, we don't have to worry about the things in the future if we do everything now. Okay, that's the motive, that's the narrative that they're pushing. Okay, for people to be on their side, etc., etc. Okay, you go to Revelations chapter 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And that's the hour of temptation. When every man is tried, whether they they're down with the system, they're proving what God, this is what the Lord is doing. He's proving what God do you serve, man. Okay, either you serve Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, okay, and you rather choose to suffer persecution, okay, than the riches of Egypt, or you serve Egypt, you serve Pharaoh, man, you serve the modern day Pharaoh, you serve the devil in the flesh, man, which is Esau, Edom. Okay, when you go into Mammon, okay, the Lord said you can't serve both Yahawah and Mammon. Mammon goes into a god, and it was an Assyrian deity. All right, it was an Assyrian deity, the god of money, god of wealth, okay, in that culture. And that's what Mammon is. It goes into money. Can't serve the Most High and riches. That's why it's going to be hard for a lot of rich folks to give it up, because they received a consolation. They were pleased with serving the hoe. So yeah, man. Hey, breaking news, man. This is big news. About to segue, because the WHO organization, okay, it's like one of the platforms that has a say-so in what comes next. That's why they were able to sign, okay, a document pushing this in motion. Okay, the chick in the one video, like I said, like this, that's the video, but in one of the clips I had, there's another clip on this site. You gotta click, you go to this site, all right, CBN News, and then you go, okay, you read this article. You're going to watch another video about 3 minutes of Keisha going in on Esau because Esau was for it. And Keisha was like, girl, she basically saying, girl, are you stupid? Like, you actually believe that this is that is that, and this is this, you know? So go watch that video, man, because they were saying a bunch of what she was really speaking in the spirit for real, man, when you watch it, man. You know, so this is breaking news, man. I ain't gonna hold you too longer, but this is breaking news. Okay, we're one step closer to the tiny technology being established fully. Okay, fully in terms of prophecy, not in terms of what his NWO he's trying to accomplish, because we wouldn't make it. All right, but I'm talking in terms of prophecies. The Lord talks about his time being fulfilled, the Gentiles' time being fulfilled. You know, his reign reaching the end. He reaching a certain point in his reign. Okay, so that the ushering in of prophecy or the ushering in of righteousness can come, but he must reach the height of heaven. He must his sins must reach to the height of heaven, man. Okay, other things must happen and come to pass. He's going to get this off. He's not going to fill it. He's not going to fulfill his plot, but he's going to actually activate this. We're going to have to go through this. Go without food and go face to face with our family and neighbors. All right, because the ones might not have been with the system to take it, the tiny technology, and then they might regret their decision and try to start hunting you, know where you live, know what you stand by. You know, it's a lot of things that's about to happen. It's about to get gruesome. Scripture talking about Daniel 12, a time like never before. But we're going to be saved out of it, Lord, whether we're part of that number. You know, so you got to remember that this is a part of prophecy. Brother posted it. Real truth. All right, 144. Shalom to all the brothers and sisters tuning in. It says Revelation 13 and 16. He calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You see, and that mark, okay, that charagma, okay, that's a side stigma, okay, that's gonna cause a lot of people to drop the ball, mainly those in Israel, and we already know the ones that don't know, that hearken into and teach Israel, they're gonna fall to it, but it's gonna be even painful for the ones that know, okay, and ignored it because of their pride, etc., man. You know, the ones that teach the truth supposedly, man. So, hey, RAWCHAA, I'm saying this quick lesson was edifying. HAQADASH, AHBANAWA, LAIWALAM means, you know, brother or sister, but AHBANAWA is our father. All right, Abba is father, Nawa is our father. LAIWALAM is forever. Okay? So yeah, man. So Lord willing, this is edifying. You know what I'm saying? I want to give all honor, glory, infinite praise, and worship to again YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, and BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors again to our apostles, our elders, great millstone, who will teach you in sound doctrine. Strong shalom to the hopeful elect, and the rest of the large multitude men when the children of the Lord have mercy on these last days, man. And we the one step closer, man. We it's about to happen. Revelation 12:12, the enemy should come in like a flood. It's about to happen. All right, if you want to spiritually built up, spiritually trained to take on the battle that's to come, which is the battle of the mind, okay? It's a wrap, man. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time, man. So Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, and the brothers in their households as well as my household, all right, in the faith. Until next time, shalom. Abba, Mawaf, Labba, Shalom.